Track weather with meteorologist Christina Reese.
Good evening, Northeast Kansas. Thanks for joining us here on KSNT News. Taking a quick peek towards downtown Topeka, wall-to-wall sunshine is the case, and that's through much of Northeast Kansas, and those clear conditions spill over into tonight as well. But even so, it's going to be a touch bit warmer as well, and the unofficial end of summer will be well deserving of that title for Labor Day tomorrow, as we are tracking one more hot day before we cool things right back down as our next cold front pushes through, and that gives us our next rain chance as well. Currently, though, in the capital city, we are at 89 degrees right now, feeling, though, as if it's in the low 90s, thanks to that dew point in the upper 60s. Not overly muggy by any means, but still enough to drive up that heat index by just a couple of degrees. And temperatures have a bit of variability across Northeast Kansas right now. Upper 80s for our eastern areas, but the further west you head, we are talking more so of low to mid 90s. Warmest right now is Council Grove and Clay Center, both at 96 degrees. Now, the more humid air is setting up over our eastern areas, and that's partially why they haven't warmed up as much. But even so, it's not muggy out there. It's still fairly comfortable, but even so enough to just drive up those heat index values to make it feel like more of us are hanging out in the 90s right now, still getting very much of those summertime vibes. But at least there is a bit of a nice southerly breeze at about anywhere from 3 to 12 miles per hour to provide some relief as well. But as future track shows, even though we keep a little bit of that wind overnight tonight, it's not going to help us cool down all too much by mixing up the air. Stopping here at 7 a.m., you'll notice plenty of 70s across the board. I think this is overdoing it just a bit. I think more of us will get into the upper 60s, but still 70-degree weather could be possible as you wake up early tomorrow morning. Now, there's a bit of a difference for tomorrow's forecast temperature-wise, and that's because the timing of the cold front could start to swing through a little bit earlier than what we first thought. So areas along I-70 and to the south, you look to be the hottest and have the best shot of cracking into the 90s, maybe just some upper 80s to low 90s for our northern areas. But once that cold front really starts to push through, it'll really start to drive back temperature. 7 a.m. on Tuesday, completely different feel to the start of your day. We are talking 50s and 60s across the board. A final check with high-res satellite shows it is fairly quiet, not looking really at much of any cloud cover. So again, plenty of wall-to-wall sunshine to close out your Sunday. And future track shows just a passing cloud here and there for the start of Monday. Maybe a pop-up shower during Monday evening, but best shot of that will be well off to our south. Our chance of rain rolls in Monday night into Tuesday morning, but otherwise, once we get past the morning, I think most of that rain associated with that cold front will be gone as well, and the cloud cover will decrease as well. A final check at your KSNT Storm Track 7-day forecast shows temperatures are slashed right back down to the 70s thanks to that cold front, and not the biggest rebound throughout the next several days, but we'll be still tracking fairly dry conditions.